I passed out in my apartment.
You have intracranial hemorrhaging.
My brain is shutting down.
Parts of it are struggling to survive.
Which part is it?
I need help.
That's not, I'm trying to look for the hole. It has nothing to do with that right now.
Any signs of schizophrenia, you know that. This is a journey. Some people see corridors of light, some people see people they love. What you see is up to you.
You symbolize my guilt. The dead angels.
You have to make that decision yourself. You'll be tempted about which way to go. Don't be afraid.
6 agents, all the pieces. Damn. You're gonna get a bigger boat. I gotta ask. When I go to the last one, you know the guy that puts it back together? I'm talking to you, fella. There was a special agent. Addict? Convict. Shut up. And I have one more question. How come when I kill people, they're called victims? But when you do it, they're called casualties. Dead is dead, am I right?
The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Freedom sister for sure.
That's the point. What I'm fucking you. You want something you eat in the morning when you have a problem. What? How you know? They're going to be there, because they always there.
The Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff.
When I check in the morning, that first thing is going to help me get out.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a gap. It's Butler. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Vols have their offense in high gear. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Clinton. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Snagged out of the air. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Picked off.
Good shit.
He's brought down.
I had you.
Comes out on top with a pick.
That is the
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the guy I'm
for a
playing.
defense that has really struggled against the pass this
I'll
season.
say everything
They're
is
in the
helping me
bottom
fucking
portion,
clear. I'm trying to get
have
forward.
struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Looking for a crease to the left.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle. Turns it on to midfield. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bridges. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Rides to back and leaves it. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. Got his man quickly. Next going for the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
The Bruins have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in
Come on, bro. You got to take that blocks, bro. What the fuck?
You got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
He's looking to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Rourke. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Good over there?
Fires to the big fella.
Membership and start ordering the $0 delivery fees on Grubhub. And top right, eligible orders only. Terms and additional fees apply.
I think it's on video.
I'm the founder of Madison Reach, finishing the game, offering salon-quality hair color with ingredients you can feel good about. We empower you to feel unstoppable every day. Visit madison-reach.com. It's beautiful, unstoppable. That's the power of Madison Reach.
I made peace with getting that.
When's the last time you saw him?
12 years, 7 months, and 23 days ago.
Oh. You're not keeping track of disappointments at all.
My dad wrote me a note when he left. Gideon did the same thing. He was the one that convinced me to join the team, and then he left. I'll be even happier to be.
You keep on messing with my baby bang for. Yes, she can.
She can't.
Yes, she can. You can. You want. Stop messing with her bang. Her bang looks fucking perfect. Leave her bang alone. I hate when you touch her bang. Stop touching my baby bang. Keep on fucking with my baby bang for.
Mind your business.
You heard what I said.
You heard what I said.
My child, why would you put the chair there? I can't see when the nigga send me the invite.
The chair was already
No, it
here.
wasn't. It was out the way of the TV. Take your ass over there if you want to be annoying and mad.
change-ups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bruins will put total leather to crank us up. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Still looking on the move. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This offense has it with really good field position. They're testing the right side here. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Power football with the run. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. He's got it.
That's some fucking bullshit.
Down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. With the catch, it's Butler. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Caught over the middle. It's Jefferson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Finds his tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
The Vols back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Volunteers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, the ground game. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Looking for space. It's Butler. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Muscling ahead on third and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
He'll sneak it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Trying to run it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Quick strike complete. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be fourth down. They'll go to the air. Let's it fly. Touchdown balls. Fit it in the window for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Got the first down and more. There he goes. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because, Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
At the 13-yard line. Second down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be an enough for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Wants to fire on second down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got room on the return.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
He wants to change this route. Takes it from the gun on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Bruins will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying play action. Quarterback moving. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got the tight end. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Stands in and takes the hit. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's wrong. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Touchdown, Bruin! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in that Mountain West Conference Battle of Note. Colorado State was far from the friendly confines of Fort Collins, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. A busy day in the Mountain West, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So here is the Tennessee offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Find space on the right.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Off play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable.
There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And the Vols with the 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Using his feet to buy time. Snagged in the middle. It's Jefferson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying to run, it's Butler. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Complete to the right. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Butler. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Fears the pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up second down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the move, it's Butler. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. The sneak scores it.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And they did tack on the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
The give to the left side. Got room to work. It's a running room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Bruins just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Hard-hitting tackle.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking for room, it's Butler. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. At the 45 on his way. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Jefferson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Zings it complete to the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Here's the handoff. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
He's got the back in the middle. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got him downfield. Turning it on. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, UCLA! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Blasted as he lets it go. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock, we've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rourke. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a